So we're going to have our T-Kinter window, and the window is going to look something like this. And depending on how big you make the window, maybe it's, for example, 800 by 800. Doesn't have to be, but that's one possibility. And then within the window, you're going to draw your tic-tac-toe grid. So it'll be something like this, right? So you need to know. In order to draw these lines, you need to know this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then in order to draw the the X's and O's inside, it's really convenient to know like the middle of this square. So say this square is like this. You want to know where the center of that square is. I didn't draw these very well, but you can imagine that there's a square that equal size here. You want to know where the middle of that one is, and that square you want to know where the middle of that one is, and so on. And you want to know the coordinates for all of those things. So how do you figure it out? Well, I mean, you can you can kind of do some calculations before you start drawing and say, okay, I want, say, like, I want a gap so that it's not going to the border, and I want this gap to be, say, for example, 100, right? And so that means that this line here is at x equals 100, okay? And then you want this gap at the top also to be 100, and so that means that you have this line here is y equals 100. So then that means that this point, this corner point is 100, 100, which means, okay, how big do I want, how wide do I want this square to be? Say I want this to be, I'll say 200. So say this is 200. Okay, so that means that this point is going to be 100 plus 200, that's 300. And then so 300, and then it's still y is 100. So you're going to start drawing this line at 300, 100. So the numbers, it's going to be up to you to do the math to figure out where you want it, but that's how you are going to get it. So you're going to draw a line from 300, 100 to whatever this point is. It's going to be like 300, and then y is 700 maybe, or something. Okay, so yeah, that's how you kind of go about approaching that.